Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hey, over my 70 videos that I have, I go into detailed reviews, product reviews, DIYs, and more importantly, just the information that I try to share to you guys as far as helping you just make a decision. Either you want to buy it, buy this car, or just help with maintaining it, or just really kind of questions that you may have. So I'm really great at commenting on every single comment on every single video. You may have questions. I'm here to help answer those questions. So I'm available by that. Find me on Instagram, BankerLee335i, and also you can send me a message through the YouTube channel here. If you haven't already seen my first video around this same topic, since this is part 2, post a link here at the top. So definitely check that out, and also check out and watch this video. You can watch that one first or watch this one second, whichever. Watch this one first or vice versa. Doesn't matter. I expand a little bit on this one, but I also bring some new ideas, so both videos are very helpful. So first and foremost, DIY will always be your friend. So there are great DIYs on e90post.com and also n54tech.com. I'll put those links down in the description below. So definitely check those out when you're trying to do your DIY. So the topic always comes up as it relates to the N54 recalls, service bulletins, and all that kind of stuff. So they have a service recall for the turbos on the N54, 8 years or 82,000 miles. So definitely that's kind of peace of mind there. They extended the high pressure fuel pump recall to 10 years or 120,000 miles, or whichever comes first. Now there is a low pressure fuel pump, which is right below the back seat right here. The high pressure fuel pump is next to the engine, right by the starter, underneath the intake manifold right there. And so you got 2 of those running. There was a recall for the injectors later on in 2010 to where if it was an impacted injector, you would take it into the dealership. The BMW tech will scan the injector. There's a little barcode on the actual injector. The system will tell the technician to either pass it or it needs to be replaced, and they would just replace it. A point example, I have an impacted injector to where it was on the list. I scanned it, or they scanned it. It was all passed, it was all good to go, and it's still in my car as of today, and that was even before I bought the car. So since all of this happened in 2008, 2009, 2010, just kind of a spur of time there was most likely the fuel pump has been replaced and the injectors have already been looked at based off your VIN number. They try to get everybody in right away to do that, so there's an unlikely chance that those are still outstanding on your car. Now you do have the turbo warranty, 8 years though, so you got to think about that with the year of the car and the current day. And then when we talk about peace of mind with BMW in general, is that the parts, so the parts are 2 years or 24,000 miles, whichever comes first. Now this is good in a way, as in, let's say you buy a part, or even it's fixed under the recall, you have 2 years or 24,000 miles of a warranty on that part, and if it fails again, then you take it back to the dealer and you have it replaced again. I've had people have multiple things replaced multiple times for using that part warranty. Now it has to be a BMW OE part. It cannot be a OEM part to where it's like a manufacturer making that for BMW. It has to be stamped BMW. They're very strict on that. And it also has to be done at a BMW dealership. Definitely keep that in mind. And I talk about it in my first video as far as saving up cash and doing all that kind of stuff. So saving up cash, you want to have it for modifications, but you also want to have it for maintenance. So maintenance, you want to make sure your N54 or N55 is very well maintained, because when you start adding modifications to it, more power, more boost, more fuel, more all that, it will take the weakness out of parts. So if you have a failing high pressure fuel pump, or a failing low pressure fuel pump, or old injectors, or old worn out spark plugs, you try to throw double the boost on top of that, it's not going to run the greatest. So definitely when you get the car and you go through all the maintenance things that the dealer had, or if you had a third party, or if you had a outside dealership that sold you the car, definitely look at all the maintenance and question anything that has not been done yet. It might help negotiate on the price. So you say, hey, I don't see that the spark plugs were replaced 45,000 miles ago. That's X amount of dollars at a BMW dealership. You need to take that price down so that I can pay for that stuff. You have to definitely use that to your advantage as far as when you're trying to buy a car, right? Go in there with just an open mindset and really look for any other kind of issues. So moving into the next piece, decide if you're gonna go certified pre-owned, used with no warranty, or used but gonna go through a third-party warranty. Now, I tried a third-party warranty. I'll post a link up here at the top. It was $7 grand. It wasn't worth my investment, mostly because I've had this car for almost 4 years and I have not even spent nearly a quarter of $7,000 on my car. So no sense of doing it. I don't plan on keeping this car for another 3-4 years from today's date. So it wasn't worth my investment to pay out that extra money. Now, it is transferable, so that may help me on resale in a way, but I'm not forking out the cash for that right this moment. Car's been great, and I make sure to maintain it very well. And really, last but not least, when you're thinking about buying a BMW, you go and find it, you source it, whether using cars.com or autotrader.com to find it. You really want to make sure that to get a pre-purchase inspection done. Now, I list some things in this video up above that goes into that topic. And this is mostly if you are buying it without a warranty. So if you got a warranty, you don't need to really worry about any of that because you have it covered by no warranty. But this is solely around guys that buy a used car that have no warranty whatsoever and you don't want to do a third party. You want to make sure the car that you're about to spend some decent money on is all checked out and that you don't have to fork a ton of cash out just to fix it, just to get it running right or get some major things replaced. So definitely pre-purchase inspection is always key. Well, guys, that concludes the video for today. I'm just trying to share with you some important pieces. Like I said, check out my other video up above. I'm trying to share those important kind of information tools to you so that you make a good decision when you're going out and buying a 135i, 335i, or 535i that sources the N54 engine, but also the N55. I'll throw that in as well. The N55 doesn't really relate to this video that much since I talk about the recalls and the things that kind of could go on and all that kind of stuff. There are a lot of great cars out there, N54, that have high mileage, that work great, but there's also some that just don't work that awesome, and it needs a lot of work. Not everyone is lucky, not every car is the same, so just do your research and just really kind of lay it all out with your pros and cons. What do you want to do? What do you not want to do? And just so that at the end of the day, you actually enjoy the ultimate driving machine. That's the most important thing. I use this as my daily driver, 20,000 miles a year, 2 kids in the back, strollers, all that good stuff. I really utilize an E90 car, N54 to boot, as my daily driver for everything that I do. And I don't regret it at all. I'm looking to get into a bigger car like the 535i. So that may come in the next year and a half or so, but that would be my next step just because of more space and all that. But I'm still driving this car just fine, and it's all good. Well, guys, please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I appreciate you guys coming back again. Take care. See ya.